Alright, hey guys, it is Tuesday, and what we're going to go ahead and work on today is going to be more of some compound exercises. So this workout is going to be a lot more about making sure that you understand what muscles you're moving in these compound exercises. So even if you've never done these exercises before, basically we'll be breaking it down to what is in each compound exercise and what muscles you should make sure where you should be feeling the work in the exercise. Alright, so for the first one, we're going to do a single arm squat with a bicep curl. Now remember, if you've never done a bicep curl, do not use a weight until you have gotten the movement down. Okay? So, with the single arm bicep curl, you're going to have your dumbbells, which is going to add a more exterior weight to your arms. But let's break it down just a little bit more. So, when doing the bicep curl to the shoulder press, you're going to be using the bicep brachii, the long head of it, your brachialis, that's going to help flex your elbow, okay? And then your brachioradialis, that assists the elbow, which also connects to the humerus bone, which helps with the radius, okay? You're going to end up using your lateral deltoids, your traps, and then your anterior deltoids when you are pushing up, okay? Now, when it comes to the squat, there's a lot of muscles that are consist of into your glutes, your quads, and your calves, okay? So, bear with me. And I know some of these words you're like, what the heck is that? These are the scientific, actual verbal words that you should be using when describing the muscles, okay? Now, we typically, whenever someone is talking about, oh, this part of my leg, that's your quads, your hamstrings, whatever. That's just a typical way of talking. It's the easier way of talking. But in order for you to really realize what muscles you're building in your legs or in your arms or whatever, we're going to go over these scientific words, okay? So, when doing the squat, you're going to be using, of course, your gluteus maximus. That's probably the biggest muscle in your butt, all right? Now, and then you're going to use your vastus lateralis, your rectus femoris, your vastus medialis. Those are in your quads, okay? Now, you're going to do your hamstrings, then your gastrocnemius and your soleus are going to be down here in your calves, okay? So, now, after I describe those muscles, we're going to go ahead and show you the motion of the exercise. Alright? So, you only need one weight because it's going to be a single arm one. Okay? So, when you go down into your squat, you're going to go ahead and squat, bicep curl. When you come up, that is when you push to your shoulder press. Alright? And then come back down to the side. So, curl, squat, push up, squeeze your glutes, and push your arm up above your head into your shoulder press. Alright? And then come back down. Alright, make sure you switch your arms, okay? And you can even go ahead and get your bicep curl up first and then squat if that's easier for you. Alright, now, next, the only other exercise we're going to go ahead and use with an external weight, your dumbbell, okay, is going to be a static lunge with a hammer curl. So, again, you're going to use your biceps brachii, but instead of just the long head, you're going to use the short head also because you're going to be rotating your arm differently. Alright, your brachialis and your brachioradialis. Alright, then when doing the lunge, what muscles are going to be working in your legs is, of course, your gluteus maximus and your medius. Your medius goes right here on the side. Alright, and then your quads, which it come form of your rectus femoris, your vastus lateralis, your medialis, and your intermedialis. Okay, then your hamstrings, which is the bicep femoris, your adductors, your brachialis, and your sartorius. Alright? So again, grab your weight. It's going to be a single arm hammer curl. Okay? You're going to go ahead and step forward. Okay? Dumbbell right here. When you get ready to go down, you're going to go ahead and hammer curl as you come down. Okay? Now, you can step backwards each time, or you can stay in the position and just lunge and curl. Alright? Then step back and switch your hands so that you can work your opposite arm, your opposite leg. Alright? Step forward and hammer curl. As you can see, I'm still keeping my elbow tucked into my ribs. Go ahead and do a single arm bent over fly. So you're going to be using your posterior deltoids, your traps, your medial deltoids, your anterior deltoids, and of course, because you're going to be pushing your weight into your legs and activating your core always, you're going to go ahead and be using those multiple muscles like your gluteus maximus, your calves, your quads, all of those muscles that we have listed off previously in these other exercises. Okay? So, again, so you're going to go ahead and go step forward. You're going to bend over at your hips. Go ahead and place your hand down on your front leg as support and come out to the side. As you can see, I'm also keeping my neck looking straight down in front of me so that I'm keeping my neck parallel to my back without causing any stress. Alright, then come up, bring your leg up, switch your other arm, switch your legs, go ahead and place your other hand, support, okay? Alright, and then come back. Now, you're done using that external weight, okay? For now on, we are going to be using just our body weight. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and go into a body weight tricep dip. So you're going to go ahead and get down on the ground to do the tricep dip, alright? You're in this exercise, you're going to go ahead and use your tricep brachii, run from the back of the arm, okay? That's where we're always worried about that flabbiness on the under part of our arms, okay? You're going to go ahead and use your latissimus dorsi, your levator scapula, your pectoralis major, and your anterior deltoids, okay? So, go ahead and go. You have your knees bent, hands behind you. Go ahead and come up like you're going to go into a tabletop. And then you're going to bend your elbows and tap your butt on the ground. Now, you don't have to tap your butt. If you are short like I am, your arms are going to be shorter too. So, you want to lift your hips, bend, and make sure you're getting that bend, and then squeeze as you come up, which means you need to squeeze your pectoralis major, okay? Alright, then next is going to be a modified side plank. Now, you can do a regular side plank if you are A, not pregnant like I am, B, have mastered a modified side plank, okay? Now, with the modified side plank, you're going to be doing, it's going to be focused more on your spinal stability and strengthening your core, which is going to be more, and that does not mean you are not going to be working your rectus abdominis the whole time, okay? The majority of the work goes into the oblique area though, okay? Now, you're also going to be using your perispinals and your glutes in order to do this. That keeps your hips and your spine aligned so that you aren't A, hurting your back, or B, you're going to end up putting too much strain into your hips. Okay, so for a modified side plank, go ahead and start off by getting down on your side, down onto your elbow, which when doing so, make sure your shoulder and your elbow are going into a straight line. Now, you can do you can have one knee down and one leg straight, or go both knees down and then lift your hips up, okay? Now, when doing a side plank, you want to hold for 30 to 60 seconds, just so that you're actually getting that burn feeling in your obliques. But in doing so, make sure you are, again, Keeping your back aligned, your shoulders are going to be aligned to your elbow, and your hips are going to be aligned with your spine. All right, and then come back down, come up, and switch to your other side. For this side, I'm going to go ahead and stretch out that other leg so that you can see the build-up to doing a full-on side plank. Okay, so again, I'm going to go down onto my elbow, keeping it aligned underneath my shoulders. Going to go ahead and have my knee, one knee down, hips up and aligned, while keeping that other leg straight. And raise my top arm up in the air so that I'm keeping my chest up and my shoulders back instead of rounding forward. And then come down, bring your arm down, come up. Okay, so next is going to go ahead and be a side lying leg raise. Now, with this leg raise, you're going to be going ahead and using your vastus lateralis, of course, your gluteus minimus, maximus, and medius, okay? The minimus, it helps with your pelvic stability, all right? And then, of course, you're also going to be using your hamstrings and your abductors. Now, this isn't a hard exercise to do at first. Now, when you get better at it, you can add external things like a leg weight around your ankles, or you can go ahead and try to do it up on your arm and then raise your leg up into the air, okay? Now, later on, I can show you guys something else, something like that, but that will have to be down the road. All right? Now, so to do a sideline leg raise, of course, you're going to go down to your side. Rest onto your elbow. Okay? Both legs straightened out. Both legs flat. Your other hand, you can go ahead and put and hold your hip area. Okay? Again, making sure you're completely aligned. Your pelvis is coming forward so that you're staying aligned with everything. Now, when bringing your leg up, you want to make sure your foot is completely flexed so that you are actually working those leg muscles. All right? So, go ahead and lift, then control on the way back down to your other foot. All right, then come up, switch to your other leg side. Foot flex, legs straight, core, use strong arm, elbow is aligned with your shoulder, and lift. Now, if doing this and you're like, I have my hand here, but I feel like I'm very wobbly. Take this hand, press your fingertips into the floor, help stabilize yourself as you're lifting your leg up. roll yourself up. Next is going to go ahead and be a basic bird dog. Now, again, we've done a bird dog where people have said, oh, that's super simple. It may be super simple, but a bird dog exercise helps with your rectus spinae, your rectus abdominis, your glutes, and allows you to correct movement in your spine, controls your stability, okay? So if you don't have a strong back, this is a great exercise in order to strengthen that back, okay? And while strengthening your back, it's going to strengthen your core, okay? So, tabletop. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. So your wrists and your shoulders are aligned. I have my fingertips widely spread to have a firm base. And then I have my knees, my legs, about shoulder width apart, feet down, okay? And I'm going to keep strong arms so that I can keep my core activated instead of slouching in, okay? You want to be able to put something on your back. Now, in order to keep yourself very stable, you will lift your opposite arm to your opposite leg, okay? Now, more stabilized people, when you get better at it, can and will do one side each. So that means pulling the same arm and same leg up in order to stabilize onto one side. Okay? Now, beginners need to do the alternation. Okay? So, when I lift my left arm, I'm going to lift my right leg. Like so. And then my right arm with my left leg. Your arms and your legs up. You want to act like you are reaching for something in midair with both your arm and your leg, stretching it out. So you're actually stretching out that back and your spine. Alright? Lastly is going to be a tabletop leg lift. So, kind of like the sideline, but it more focuses on your glutes, building those glutes up like a lunge would. So you're going to go ahead and use your gluteus maximus, minimus, and your medius, okay, and the piriformis. So again, down into tabletop, fingers widely spread, wrists and shoulders are aligned, hips, legs are hip width apart, alright, and then, again, you're going to be on your toes instead of just having your feet flat. Up on your toes so that you can go ahead and lift. Alright, switch. Alright, so I know it was a lot of scientific verbiage that everyone may be very more like that, so that in predicaments like this that we are in, having people not be able to come into the gym and show them exactly what muscles they should be moving, I can go ahead and explain it to you virtually so that you are making sure that you are using the correct muscles. All right? Now, if you have any questions about it moving forward, please go ahead and send us a comment or message us below so that we can go ahead and do even more of a breakdown of each of those muscles for you. All right? I hope you all have a great day. See y'all later.